How's it going? I'm gonna stick my craw into this the great Telluria debate about whether or not it is right for Small Giant to nerf her. Um, as a cheap to play player, I did not spend a ton of money trying to get her. I did try and get her absolutely because she's freaking amazing, but I didn't spend a lot of money, and because I'm cheap to play, I'm not in a huge alliance, and so I face her on occasion, but I don't face her every single war. Um, and so I have really no skin in this fight. And I would probably say that they're right to nerf her. Um, right now we're looking at a 20 emblemed Telluria, and she's just a beast. I mean, there's no denying that. She's amazing. Just she hits. She does a meat shield with summoning minions. She regenerates health, negative mana generation, and then a elemental link that gives 10% chance at critical. I mean, that's ridiculous. And basically, if you're faced up against this particular Teleria in any sort of battle, you need a complete red team, and you need to have probably 6 reds to throw into her immediately, or you are going to lose that match. It's simple as that. You have to get lucky and have a great board, or you lose. And personally, I don't see the fun in that. Now, for me, since like I said, I'm a cheap to play player, I don't face her all that often. My alliance faces maybe 2 or 3 of her in a war, but the top alliances, basically every single team has a Telluria tank. And honestly, I can see how that can get old. I mean, yeah, sure, it's hard because you run out of red teams to run against them and then you start losing all your battles. But then where's the fun? If you're going to lose, if you know you're going to lose, there's no fun in that. It's just as bad as knowing you're going to win. It's she's a cheat code. And I think that Small Giant recognizes that top players who are known as whales that spend a lot of money are just going to get sick of going against Telluria. And yeah, you can say, oh, we'll get better, put better teams together. And that's great up to a point. But in wars, yeah, if every other team has her, there is no strategy anymore. It's just, okay, you might win with your red team and then you lose everything else. Because the thing is, they're not buffing all the other, crappier players. It's just she is so far and away better than everyone else that unless they just started making much, much better Heroes of the Month from here on out, and every base player from here on out was going to be so much better, then she is just, she is overpowered, and you take away the fun. And I totally get why people who spent money chasing after her and finally getting her and spending the resources leveling up will be annoyed. I mean, but I think it's the same way that someone who has a Jean Francois is kind of pissed off that he got nerfed before he came out and he's just a little support hero. I mean, I hope people can see the difference about how amazing Telluria is and how JF is. And that's 1 month to the next. We're not talking about a 6 month difference between these heroes. It's literally 1 month JF, next month Telluria. And then, yeah, Melosi has a great power, but it's one thing, and just read everything that Telluria does. And then we have a weaker Purple Gravemaker after that in Clarissa, and then the blue hero of the month after that is just like a slow tanky who gives a crap player. And so SG realizes, I think, that they're going to chase away their whales. They're going to get tired of fighting Telluria nonstop, and they're going to stop spending money. Because why spend money if I'm just going to have to face the same crap every single week? Not every single week, every single day, multiple times a day. It's so, I mean, look at this. Okay, this is the number one overall team. But I bet, okay, there. Another Telluria. Let's go down here. Oh, what do you know? Another Telluria. Number 21. Another Telluria. Let's go down here. 38. Oh, another Telluria. All right. Here we go. Oh, another Telluria. All right, awesome. Oh, hey, what do you know? It's not Telluria. It's a Kingston. That's pretty amazing. But let's go down here. 99. What is 99? Oh, another Telluria. So she's just utterly. Before, yeah, you might have an Ursina. You might have a, Onatel or a. Why can't I think of the purple healer right now? You might have one of those instead. But there is variety. You might have a Gwyn tank, but now it is all her all the time. Like, let's look at the top alliances. All right, 7 Days Departed. Everyone knows 7 Days Departed. Let's go through their top 10 players. Telluria, 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 Telluria. Okay, I think you get the idea. All right, let's go down to 16. Scandinavian All-Stars. Telluria, Telluria. Oh, Telluria. Well, she's there, just not in the tank. Telluria, 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 Telluria. You see what I'm saying? Like, the game's going to get really old really fast, and if they want people to keep spending money so that this game can last for the rest of us, then I'm sorry, Telluria needs to be nerfed. And it needs to be a fairly significant nerf to where she is no better than Heimdall. Like, they should be on the same level somehow. And I don't know if that means you make her slow, freaking extra slow, but beef everything up a little bit. I don't know. But the way that she is now, it's again, for me, it doesn't really matter. Because, I mean, here, let me go show you my most recent war. Okay. Like, there's no stinking Tellurias because I'm cheap to play. Okay, here's a Telluria. That's at a 7. No Telluria, no Telluria. Yeah, very few Tellurias, and if people have her then or him, then a lot of times they're not even fully emblem. They're not emblem beyond 1 or 2, and so to me, it's not a huge deal. It's really not. So I have no skin in the fight. I didn't lose any money, but I think people are really going to regret it defending having her stick around if the game disappears after 6 months because people start quitting the game. Because why just pump money in when there's one hero that's so far and above everyone else, and it ruins the fun of wars. It ruins the fun of raiding. I mean, even I, again, who am not so terribly great, like, I stay in the diamond. I'm 25-40 right now. But, if I find an opponent, Telluria. Telluria. So, Telluria. And I'm a cheap to play player. I don't spend a whole lot of money. But I am, even with my team, up high enough where I'm going to end up facing Telluria fairly often at this point. And, whatever. For me, I can re-roll, I can skip, I can spin the ham, whatever. But for those people in those big alliances that have to go against her, just tournament or war after war, like, why? Why keep playing the game? Just why? Like, look at this. It's freaking ridiculous. So, that's my 2 cents from someone who doesn't really have, whatever. I'm going to keep playing because I'm not going to be facing Telluria all the time. But if you want people that keep this game existing to keep playing, then you probably need to nerf her because they all have her, and some people who aren't the top like her because they let her beat people like me. But you're going to just start alienating, and trust me, this isn't SG just saying, oh, well, I guess some people are complaining. Trust me, they've run analytics. This is a video game company. They know what everyone's spending, the amount of time everyone's committing to the game. They know if people are spending less time online. They know which players are spending less time online and how much those players have spent. Trust me, they have run the analytics. And if they're nerfing her, their analytics are telling them that Telluria needs to be nerfed. And it's probably best for their bottom line to do so. So, hate to rain on your parade, but this is a nerf that needs to happen. Please like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear any comments that people have down below.